Hi you guys, Jen here, and it's Monday, and we're making soup for dinner. I don't know why I'm filming today. I don't have time for this, but I thought, you know what? I'm making soup, and I'm making a lot of it. Hopefully, nothing's on fire, and why not just bring you along? So, I've never made this recipe. I'm doing loaded baked potato soup, although you don't really bake the potatoes, so I don't know how accurate that is, but that's what it's called. And it is from funcheaperfree.com, and I will link it below. It's Jordan Page. She has a great website if you're looking for budgeting hacks, if you're looking for recipes, like easy, simple recipes, cheap grocery shopping, all that kind of stuff. I wouldn't say she's a foodie, but she's definitely really good at running her house, keeping a budget, and making things that are family friendly and simple and prepping, meal prepping. So check out Fun Cheaper Free. Anyway, so here we go. I did prep some things so that you're not watching me chop. I mean, I know that's satisfying for some people, but today honestly, it was because my kids were in here and they were talking and everything, so I'm like, whatever, I'll just prep. I mean, I can still hear them yelling outside. They were doing school, so it is hard for me to do this and do school and all the things, but whatever. So I am doubling this recipe, and it calls for 6 cups of potatoes. I've got a little over 8 cups here, so it's a little much, but I'm thinking I'm gonna cook them all up, and then I might blend some of them to use instead of all of the milk that they're requiring, because I hate using up all of my milk. Hang on, I had to tell my son to stop yelling. The dog does not listen to my son. Okay, so I have a little bit extra potatoes. It'll be fine. I also don't know why. I am so used to, I guess, curbside pickup at Walmart, that when I went to Acme and did my shopping, because I don't buy bacon crumbles all the time, I was going to buy them for this soup. Couldn't find them. Don't know where they're kept in the store. Just have no clue. So I didn't get any. So I'm cooking some bacon. I've got some in the oven. I prepped my cheese and my onions, so you didn't have to see me cry over the onions. And now what we're going to do is get everything started. So I need... This says a small pot. I'm thinking I'm going to need a big pot. It says in a small pot, add diced potatoes and onions and add water until potatoes are just covered. Okay, then it says to stir in bouillon. I don't have bouillon, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill a pot with my potatoes and onions, and then I'm going to, instead of boiling it in water, I'm going to boil it in chicken broth. So that'll make up for the bouillon, I think. So here we go. Let me get a pot out of here. I'm going to need a big one, I think. So I don't know what it is with my kids not cleaning things. Oh, that's so gross. And I'm blaming them because I used it yesterday to make popcorn, and it went in the sink, and they are in charge of dishes after dinner, and I know it was with the dinner dishes. That's why I'm blaming them. I would never put a lid back like that. Oh, it's so gross. It's just oil, but still, it's gross. And I'm like, what the heck? Why would anyone put it away like this? Anyway, let me get my pot. So before I put anything in this, I'm going to read, because it did say a small pot, I'm going to read where I'm transferring things and where everything's going to end up, because I don't have a ton of big pots, and not only that, I don't want to clean any more than I have to. So let me read ahead and make sure this is what I'm doing. Bring it to a boil till potatoes are tender. Then meanwhile, in a large stock pot, melt butter, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this is where we're ending up. So I will need a small, I'll probably use my Dutch oven then for these potatoes. I'm glad I read ahead. or I'd be transferring things I don't want to transfer. Okay, so Dutch oven. Hopefully this is big enough for all these potatoes. We shall see. It's one thing about doubling soup recipes is like, it's always dicey as to whether or not I have big enough containers. So here we go. So I'm going to do it in here. Boil these potatoes. Add water till they're just boiled. Bring to a boil and boil. Okay, so if I'm boiling, I'm going to put it on high. I'm going to dump in my potatoes and my onions. Leave the cheese for later. See, this is already a lot. Like, a lot. And the cheese is mixed in and the onions aren't coming. See, I'm already causing problems. All right, it'll be fine. It always, you know, it always works out. Have you noticed that? One way or another, we get it done. So I'm going to mix those together a little bit. And then it says the water till they're just covered. So I'm thinking that it's probably going to take this whole thing and probably then some. And if I need more, I'm just going to add water on top of this. And yeah, I do need more, but that's fine because I'll just add water until it's where it should be. Till they are just covered. So I'd say that that's just about right there. And see, it wasn't a whole lot of water, so it'll still have all the salty goodness of the chicken broth. So now, in this one, I need to melt, I don't know if I doubled the butter, hold on. This is half a cup, so I need another stick. I think I'm all prepared and then I go and forget stuff. That bacon smells amazing. Oh my gosh, I love bacon. Like, love it. I don't think there's anything that bacon doesn't make better. Even when we went to, I took the kids to Hershey, we got chocolate covered bacon. Oh my goodness. Heaven in wax paper. Let me tell you. All right, and I didn't really think it was going to be that good. It was that good. All right, so yeah. You can keep the fried Oreos and that kind of crap that's at fairs. Give me some chocolate dipped bacon, or actually pretty much anything wrapped in bacon. I don't even like scallops, but wrap some bacon around it, I'm there. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's amazing. It tastes so good. Okay, so in this pot, and I don't even know. Okay, it says medium heat. So we'll put it on medium. I got my 2 sticks of butter, because remember, I'm doubling. You know, I'm doubling it because she says that this freezes well. And let me tell you something else about this Jordan Page. She freezes everything. And she shows you how to do it the right way. And it's like amazing. I've gotten so many good ideas from her website. Like, so many. That she actually, her budgeting plan is what I follow to budget and do my grocery shopping. And it has saved me so much money. In fact, I've started like savings accounts because of her method. Like, so good. She does use a little bit of Dave Ramsey's principles, and then she kind of like shows you how to apply it, if you know what I'm saying, like a practical way to apply it. But she also makes freezer meals and freezer things ahead of time. She freezes everything. It's great. She also taught me like as if I talked to her, but you know, her content has taught me to notice things in the freezer aisle, because anything that you see in the freezer aisle at the grocery store, you can make at home and obviously freeze because they're freezing that. You know, you just have to do it the right way. That's it. And actually, she's the reason why I bought a chest freezer, because I was like, oh my gosh, I could save so much money by buying things when they're on sale in bulk and by prepping ahead my like breakfast sandwiches and lunch sandwiches and everything and freezing them. And then you can just, you know, go a couple weeks without buying stuff. It's great. Anyway, the more you stay out of the store, the less money you spend. That is a fact. And I just realized how stupid that sounds. Of course it's a fact, but you know what I'm saying? Like, if you can go shopping like just once a week and not step foot in that grocery store till the next week, or even better, 2 or 3 weeks, think how much less money you'll spend. Because I don't care who you are. Actually, that's not true. If you're a guy, you can probably walk into the grocery store for milk and only come out with milk. I'm sorry, ladies, but you know darn well we cannot walk into a grocery store for one item and come out with just one item. We can't do it. It's impossible with our X chromosome. I'm sorry. We just can't with the double X. Just can't do it. Anyway, let's see what we're doing here. So I put the butter. I put butter in there. And then what am I doing? I'm bringing this to a boil, putting butter in here. Then I whisk in the flour until it's smooth and thick. Okay. And then gradually stir in milk 1 cup at a time. Well, I better get my milk ready. And if I was going to do, well, I don't know how this is going to work out. It's whatever. I'm going to figure it out. Let me get my milk ready. So, you probably can't even hear me. All right, I bought on purpose heavy whipping cream because I just think it's better for soup. So I'm going to use heavy whipping cream and then some milk. I just hate to use all of Sean's milk, but I need, how much do I need? I need a lot. That's what I remember thinking, oh my gosh, I need a lot. Yeah, 6 cups of milk, that means 12. Oh my gosh, is it even going to fit? I don't know. And this goes by tablespoons. Of course it does. So I don't even know what's in here. Let's see what's in here. 6 cups of milk. Okay, that's finally getting ready to boil. So let's see how much whipping cream we have. My daughter was all excited that I bought this because she wanted to use it for her coffee, but sorry, Ava. It's all going in the soup because this is only 4 cups and I need 12 and I don't want to use 8 cups. So, coconut milk to the rescue. Hang on. Let me see what we have. All right. I always have coconut milk on hand for just this reason, because you can use this in lieu of cream or milk or whatever, and it really doesn't have a coconutty taste. So I'm going to use that. I've got to take this bacon out because, of course, I'm burning it, but it's fine because it's going to be bacon crumbles. It's actually perfect. But I could smell that in about 45 seconds, we were just going to have char. Okay. You know, it goes from that amazing bacony smell to, oh my gosh, get the fire extinguisher smell. Okay. So that's going, all right, I need more milk. So, oh my goodness, what am I doing? I need to open this. I need to see how much is in here. So I've got 4 cups, and then, what is a serving? 1/3 of a cup, and there's 5 of them. So that's 1 2/3. 2 2/3. So that's like almost 4 more. We're getting there. I won't have to use as much of the regular milk when I do it this way. Oh, and I wanted to use some of my potatoes. So, you know, I may be fine. It may just be fine. We'll see. We'll find out. And you know, you don't always have to follow everything exactly, and it's just fine if you don't. All right, I gotta mix that because, you know, some coconut milk comes out solid, some doesn't. This one did. It's all good. I got a lot of milk happening here. Okay, I need a little bit of flour. Actually, I think it calls for a cup. I've got half a cup here. Let's see. So, there we go. I gotta hurry up and move that around. You know how that goes. Till it's nice and thick and try not to burn it on the bottom. And then I think it says I can add the milk in. Gradually stir in milk 1 cup at a time. Okay. Now I feel like I have too many things going at once. You know? 1 cup at a time. And now it's heavy. Oh. Okay. It's heavy for 1 cup at a time. All right. There goes some chunks. Ugh. It's so gross. You know, it says on here on the recipe like how simple it is and how quickly it'll go. And am I supposed to be whisking? Whisk in flour. I did that. And then stirring in milk. Oh, whisking constantly. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. I know. I'm just trying to make it nice and thick. That's all I'm trying to do here. So I think that I had about 8 to 10 cups in here. So if I use any more milk, it's probably just going to be like 1 or 2 cups. And like, you really don't need to see my butt. Maybe we can just see what I'm doing here. I got stuff boiling, which it's supposed to be. Whoa. But it's saying to stir this constantly, and then this is going like, how can I do everything at once? All right, this isn't quite ready, so that's fine. I can keep working on this, which I'm supposed to just be whisking away and then adding more. Do you see the mess I'm already making? That's just crazy. That's all right. I'll get it cleaned up. It is nice and thick though. That's using that whipping cream and coconut milk. And you know the coconut milk makes it a lot healthier too. You get those good like MCT things going on that's in coconut, right? Oh, so I think I was saying that, oh yeah, because I got off on a tangent on Jordan Page. This recipe, she says it freezes really well. I didn't know, like, I wasn't sure how milk would freeze, although ice cream freezes. But you know, like when you thaw it, like how's it going to be? Is it going to be weird and gritty? I don't know, but she claims it freezes well, so that's why I'm making extra. Hopefully it's good. I didn't think about the fact that I've never made this recipe, and I'm doubling it, so I'm going to have a whole lot of it, so it better be good, right? I mean, if I'm going to have this much of it. All right, so I don't know how much more milk. Probably, I don't know where my spoon rest is either. I'm thinking I need about 2 more cups, which that's probably like 1, 2. I think that's probably enough. I don't really want to use any more than that anyway. So it's just going to have to be enough, is what I'm thinking. And I think it'll be fine. It seems nice and creamy and all the things that it should be, I guess. Let me just make sure I get every bit. Coconut milk's not cheap, you know. All right. Put that in there. Stir these again. Supposed to be cooking these until they're tender, I believe. All right, I'm gonna wipe all this up and then finish making these tender, and then we'll move on. All right, so I boiled the potatoes till they were tender and the onions. And you're not washing your hands over them, are you? Go in the bathroom, please, and wash your hands. Thanks. They're washing their hands in the sink where I have the potatoes. Anyway, yeah. So I just drained the potatoes. So what I think I'm going to do is I am going to put about 2 cups in here, and then I'm going to put it in the blender and add it to this, and then I'll put the chunks in, because I think, I don't know, I just think it'll be better. Hold on, let me see what I'm supposed to do. Oh yeah, and I'm supposed to add corn. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. We're going to blend. We're going to blend this. Maybe I'll bring you with me if I can. Okay, so see, I have the potatoes in here because they were draining. You got to drain all this stuff out. So I'm going to do about, oh, it's hot. It's so hot. It's so hot. Okay, so I don't know if that's 2 cups. It might be a little more, but it's around 2 cups. So I'm gonna blend it over here. Oh, okay. I don't know what that was. Anyway, blending. Okay. I guess I could have just put it directly in here. I don't know. I mean, this has a measuring thing too, but I didn't. It's whatever. Okay. So, this is just because I had extra potatoes and I don't know if I had enough milk or cream. I mean, it's probably kind of thick anyway because I used cream and coconut milk instead of milk. But I mean, the creamier the better, right? And I think they like it smooth and it's already gonna have enough chunks here, whatever. So, here we go, blending. It's like mashed potatoes, but that's fine. It's gonna be like thickening or whatever. I don't know. It'll work out. So here we go. Over here, and I'm gonna dump this in and stir it up. It actually smells so good. What's beeping at me and why? Oh, because I hit a button. Okay. So stirring that. Oh, why am I such a mess? Okay, and then mix in some of these mashed potatoes. See how that works out. I wonder how they taste. Pretty good. All right. Actually, really good considering there's no salt or anything in it. I mean, I guess they were cooked in chicken broth, but you know what I mean. All right. This is very thick soup. Very, very thick. I might add water to it. Because I haven't even added the sour cream and stuff. Okay. And then corn. And bless you. Okay. Bless you. Yeah, the corn is supposed to be drained. I might leave a little water in it because it's kind of thick. And this would just be like salty corn water, you know? Like maybe one of the cans I'll leave the water and the other one I'll drain. I think that might be good. Let's see what happens. Might kind of thin it out some. I mean, I could always add some chicken stock too because it could use a little salt. I mean, I'm probably gonna, if I don't add chicken salt, I'm definitely adding salt because it's not salty enough. I haven't put in the bacon yet either. Oh, or the ranch. Haha, that could be what? I don't see where it says the ranch though. Oh, additional seasoning. So, when I add the ranch seasoning, that'll change it too. All right. Oh my goodness, I'm getting old when I can't bend over. Okay, whoa. All right, the other corn. I need the other corn. Oh, I need a lot more corn. So, yeah, maybe. How's that looking? Yeah, maybe I'll add one more with the water because it's pretty thick. Can you hear the stuff going on in the background? School. We got phonics happening. All right, so I'm putting in 4 cans of corn. They're supposed to all be drained, but because this seems very, very thick, I'm gonna drain 2 and not drain 2. And that seems to be helping. That makes it a little soupier. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's looking better. And I still have sour cream to add, which I don't know if that will make it thinner or thicker. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna drain both of these cans. And if I need to add water or broth later, then I will. You know, that's the beauty of soup. You can keep adding things until it's just how you want it. So. All right. Don't be afraid to make recipes your own, you know? Use what you've got, use what you like. You can just use recipes for inspiration and then, you know, do it your own way. The only time you can't do that as easily is when you're baking, because things don't tend to work out so well when you're baking doing that. But with cooking, you can do it. Okay, so then it says to bring to a boil. And then to stir in the sour cream. Okay, so bring it up. Yeah, it definitely needs some seasoning. Let me bring that up to a boil. Okay, so I've brought it to a boil and now reduce it to a simmer. So now I'm going to add the ranch dressing packet. Oh, you know what? It said 4 tablespoons. Hold on. Let's see what I have here. 16 servings. You know what? I think I'm just going to do it all, because what am I going to do? Save a packet? I don't know. It needs flavor anyway. So I'm going to mix that in. And it says salt and pepper, but I am going to taste it after I put in this and the bacon and everything and see what kind of salt situation we need. Because this can be kind of salty. Bacon can be kind of salty. So, alright, that's in. And then I realized we don't put the cheese. The cheese is just used on top. So I got to put the cheese away. But I am going to mix in the bacon. Oh my goodness, bacon is amazing. Okay. Bacon is in. Look at that. So good. I just did a pound of bacon. It said, I think, 2/3 of a cup, but I had a pound of bacon. So I don't even know what that is the equivalent to. It said 2/3 of a cup of bacon crumbles. It's probably not even enough bacon. I don't know. But it's what I have. And then I need to stir in the sour cream. And I have, let's see, I only have half a cup of sour cream and I need 2 cups. So I'm going to use this, the half cup, and then I do have some plain Greek yogurt and I have enough of that. So I'll do 3 more half cups of that. And I knew that, like, I do plan my meals. I went to the grocery store. I knew I didn't have enough sour cream, but I also knew I had this yogurt that I wanted to use, so I didn't want it to go to waste. That's why I didn't get more yogurt. Or, I mean, more sour cream. So that was 1. I'm saying 3 of these because this is only a half a cup. 2. I guess that's why it's called loaded baked potato soup, because it's like all the stuff you'd put on a loaded baked potato, even though the potatoes aren't baked. Duh, Jen. Anyway, I was like, that's not right. That name doesn't make sense. It makes perfect sense. But here we go. And see, I got to use up all the rest of my Greek yogurt, which is perfect because we don't like anything going to waste. And actually, I'm going to save this big container to store the soup in the freezer. Even less waste. So, I'm going to mix that in and see where we are taste-wise. I know I'm going to need pepper, so I might as well put that in. And you know what? I just like garlic in everything. Oh, I should wait because I put that ranch seasoning in, so I need to see what that did to it before I add any more flavors. Oh, here we go. But pepper, I always need pepper. Sean, stop leaning on that chair. The legs on that chair are just going to snap off one day. And I'm going to be quite upset. Alright, this is a very thick soup. I am thinking I might want to add some chicken stock to it. But I'm going to get a spoon. I'm going to taste it. I'm going to see where we are. Let me see here. Just wipe the sour cream off. See where we are. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Sean, stop leaning. And it's so smooth that I kind of don't want to. I don't know, it might be the perfect texture. I might not want to mess with it, but it does need some salt. I know this seems crazy, but this is how I do. This is how I do salt. And I'll just add a little bit at a time. But you guys know that soup, to have good flavor, it needs a lot of salt. I mean, soup is salty. That's why it's not always like highly recommended, but this is good salt, and most of my ingredients here are really good. No MSG, all that. So hopefully it's a little better. And there you have it. That is loaded baked potato soup. And I'm not going to lie, I'm so bad about remembering to show it to you guys all plated and everything. I think I'm going to pull a loaf of gluten-free bread out of the freezer that I made. Sean, stop leaning. I'm going to toast it up and serve it with the soup. Some cheese on top. I don't have any chives, but parsley makes it pretty. Throw some parsley on there for some greens, and they will be all set. I'll let you know how it goes. Thanks for watching, you guys.